Hi, welcome back. In this episode, I'm going to make 10 predictions for 2025 and beyond. Okay, so I'm going to read out some of the predictions, which I find very, very amusing because they all failed spectacularly. So my predictions can also fail spectacularly, but before I go there, let's read out some of the spectacular failures in terms of predictions. Here is the first one. The automobile is a fad, a novelty. Horses are here to stay. Who's saying this? President of the Michigan Savings Bank advising Henry Ford's law not to invest in Ford Motor Company. This is 1903. And we all know what happened later. I don't know. There are not that many videos that I would want to watch. Says who? Steve Chen, founder of YouTube. This is 2005. And I'm talking to you through YouTube. There is not the slightest indication that nuclear energy will ever be attainable. It would mean the atom would have to be shattered at will. Who says? Albert Einstein, of all people, 1932. Television will never hold on to an audience. People will very quickly get bored of staring at a plywood box every single night. Daryl Zanuck, 20th Century Fox. This is 1946. There is practically no chance satellites will ever improve telephone, television, or radio reception within the United States. Who? T. Craven, FCC Commissioner, 1961. No one will ever need more than 637 KB of memory in a computer. 640 KB ought to be enough for anybody. Says who? Bill Gates, of all people, CEO of Microsoft, 1981. If a personal communicator in every pocket is nothing more than a pipe dream fueled by greed. Andy Grove, CEO of Intel, 1992. And all of us have a computer packed in every single pocket of ours. The internet will fade away because most people have nothing to say to each other. By 2005, it will be clear that the internet's impact on the global economy has been no greater than the fax machine. Says who? Paul Krugman, renowned economist, 1998. Subscription models for music are bankrupt. I think you could make the second coming of Jesus himself available on subscription and it won't be successful. Says who? The messiah of all time, Steve Jobs, CEO of Apple, 2003. There is no chance of the iPhone ever gaining significant market share. Steve Ballmer, CEO of Microsoft, 2007. So there you have it, a list after list after list, point after point of spectacular failures of predictions gone wrong. And yet I'm going to put my neck out and venture into predicting. Here I go. What are my predictions? Number one. Technological advancements will continue to accelerate. We see the acceleration coming, and my prediction, very simple thing, is that that curve is going to go, that path is going to go spectacularly well into the future. 2000, we had the internet. It was just gaining momentum. 2025, we're talking about huge AI becoming scary smart, and quantum computing coming in, and Google is talking about some septillion years. I don't even know how many zeros are there. After that, number one, so many years that it would have taken a problem to be cracked by a supercomputer, normal supercomputer. Now it is getting cracked within 5 minutes by this quantum computer. So I don't know, the kind of technological advancement that we are seeing already, whether it is AI, quantum computing, blockchain, whichever area that we are seeing, is amazing. And by 2050, it would ensure that we are at another level. The advancements have been rapidly accelerating, and the acceleration is going to accelerate even further. And by 2050, 2100, we will be, I'm sure, having mind-reading machines and translating thoughts into words, into action without doing anything. You think about it, your neural link or whatever that is connected to your mind, or whether it is connected directly or indirectly, will get things done. So what is only a fiction a few years back would come into a stunning reality is my prediction. Urbanization will continue to grow. 2000, more people were moving from rural areas to cities driven by industrialization, job opportunities. 2025, we are living in the age and era of mega cities with population well beyond 10 million, exploding everywhere. This curve, this path is going to only accelerate. 2050 and 2100, we are going to see hyper-connected cities, mega cities, and which are cities absolutely well provided for within themselves, which is like a nation by himself, but these are cities by the geographical sense of the word, and they are going to be teeming well into the future. That the climate change is going to require urgent global attention. It is already doing. 2000, we are talking about issue of global warming gaining the center stage. 2025, this year, we are talking about nations implementing stronger policies. 25 years from now, 100 years from now, we are going to talk about this trend significantly moving further, but with the same sense of urgency, same sense of worry that it is going to take center stage, because we are going to face extreme events, extreme climate events, which will prompt all the nations in the world think about it, talk about it, and take action. Fourth prediction from my side is health and lifespan are going to improve. They have been on the curve of improvement for a very, very long time. 2000 advances in medical have led to already improved healthcare, reducing mortality, reducing diseases. 2025, this year that we are entering into, personalized medicine, genetic research are already advanced, telemedicine is already advanced, movable, cheap MRI machines are already a reality. All of these have already revolutionized healthcare, increasing life expectancy beyond 70 years. And the next 25 years, next 100 years, it is going to increase even further. I'm sure we are going to see treatments for aging. I'm sure we are going to see chronic diseases disappearing. And even organ regeneration, organ 3D printing can be absolutely day-to-day normal occurrences. In 2100, we may face new health challenges because people might be living well beyond 100 and very healthy. And challenges are going to be how to keep them occupied, how to ensure that they have the wherewithals to live continuously without dropping the quality of life. Those could be the challenges as we go progress beyond 2050. Global connectivity, it's already on the increase. We're already connected completely as global citizens. By 2000, we had just seen the internet coming in. By 2025, now we are looking at internet connecting everybody already in the globe. By 2050, my prediction is that we will have virtual reality, augmented reality, and even brain computer neural links might have become standard day-to-day events. And next 100 years, direct neural linking to the internet. So I think and I browse. I don't have to have computer. I don't have to have mobile phones. Everything is interconnected from the thought process itself. That would be a very interesting day to live. I'm not very sure whether I'm going to be there to see it, but I'm sure it will be a reality. The sixth prediction that I have is automation and AI transforming the way we work, transforming the kind of work that we do. 2000 automation was starting to impact. 2025, we are looking at AI impacting us in a very, very meaningful manner, very, very big manner, sometimes scary manner. In next 25 years, almost all jobs that we ever do might be AI driven. with humans focusing only on the creative part of it, strategy part of it. And even that is becoming a question mark as AI leaps through the levels of intelligence. And by 2100 years, 75 years from now, we could potentially be managing entire industries by just one single AI. So the questions and the challenges are going to be, what will the human beings do? Would they survive this launch and the attack from AI or usage of AI? What will the human beings do at that time? What kind of things would be interesting for us Homo sapiens to go after? They are going to be the challenges that we need to sit and solve for the next 75 years. The prediction number seven, and I really want to be desperately want to be wrong here. The prediction is that the global political tensions are going to continue to rise. They have been rising. 2000 was all about Cold War morphing into colder war between Russia, China, and the US. And today we are talking about full-fledged war between Russia and Ukraine and full-fledged war between US and any country which dares opposing US. And it is disguised in many different ways. One is at the global level, but within the national level, also we see many, many nations falling prey to ideological differences between different parties within the systems, and they're on the rise. And the communication tools, whether it is WhatsApp, whether it is Twitter, whether it is Facebook, all of them are actually seem to be aiding and fueling these ideological tensions rather than closing down the gaps, closing down the tensions, and calming down the nerves. That's not happening. We see the simmering of the nerves happening. We see the simmering of tensions happening, and more people are out there and warring. The war is all about ideology. War is all about who's right. War is all about what is right. And all of the people feel that they are right and also feel that other party is wrong. And that's where the problems begin. And as we see in 2025, the Ukraine-Russia war is on, and many, many nations are seeing wars in between within itself. And the conflicts are going to not calm down, but it is very, very likely to simmer as a full-fledged one. And I again reiterate, I just want to be desperately wrong here. The time will tell whether the prediction is right or wrong. Next one is about space exploration. And in 2000, we saw that space exploration was in the hands of just two powers, which is US, the hands of NASA, and Russia. But by 2025, we see private players playing along, Elon Musk leading the private players tag the whole race. We see a lot of interest in going to Mars, a lot of interest in going to Moon, and private people, private citizens participating in the whole voyage of exploring space. And in 25 years, by 2050, I think it will gain massive momentum and asteroid mining and exploring Mars, exploring other planets might also become reality. In about 75 years from now, 2100, we may very well see clear established colonies in Mars, clear established colonies in other satellite stations like Moon or other planets. But it's going to be a long struggle because of resources not being there, because of the time it takes to travel, because of scarcity issues, and we need to solve those challenges along the way. But I very strongly feel that some of these are going to be reality in terms of people, the human race finding a colony in place other than Earth is going to be a reality pretty soon. The next prediction is all about what is privacy. In 2000, there were concerns beginning to emerge in terms of digitalization, internet, and therefore the privacy not being privacy anymore, and everybody getting to know about all the data about me, whatever is publicly available, whatever is not publicly available, getting leaked onto the net. And today, as we speak, we are talking about privacy laws, very strong ones, and what is private identity, what is shareable, what is not shareable when we even go to a survey and share information with a company. And while this is the level that we're talking about, in the next 25 years, next 100 years, it may evolve because of artificial intelligence and because of the fact that we are very freely sharing a lot of things about ourselves and yet want privacy to be guaranteed to ourselves, yet want that nobody else should be touching what is our information. In the next 100 years, we may see that given the digitalization, given the rise of artificial intelligence, given that digital identities also are also evolving, and I may put a Vishy digital identity compared to Vishy physical identity. And a lot of, for example, a lot of YouTubes or faceless YouTubes with digital avatars of people doing the talking, digital avatars of or bots doing the talking, bots leading the way, and a lot of digital avatars are also making money, I'm told. And a lot of this also would lead to a very, very interesting new debate on what is privacy. For example, the new digital persona that I have created, is that persona my digital identity? And therefore, the privacy that is being guaranteed to me today, is that privacy should also be guaranteed to the digital persona. So we will see a lot of interesting debates as lot of data streams merge, as a lot of new data streams emerge, and artificial intelligence leading the way. The last one is about human race. While a lot of things that I talked about are on a particular trajectory of technological advances, trajectory of political issues continuing to simmer, and so on. So for this one is about the fundamental law of human nature. We human beings have always craved connections, love, empathy, curiosity is fundamental to human beings. Love and connections fundamental to human beings. We are social animals. We want that connection with other people, and I don't think that is going to change anytime soon. That was true of 100 years back. That is true of today, and that is going to be true 100 years down the line. The technology is going to only help people make the connection. Even today, we make the connection. We were making physical connections only, let's say about 50 years back. Now, today, we are making physical connections and the digital connections. And that digital connections is the realization is that the digital connections, while they are good, may be taking away from the physical connections. And therefore, the craving for digital connections is a bit disturbed. The craving for physical connections is re-looked at with a renewed vigor. And 50 years down the line, I think we may find that the technology is once again helping us to make those deep personal physical connections that we always have craved, that we will always crave. So the fundamental nature of human beings will not change. The yearning for love and affection will not change. The curiosity and the empathy that we have as fundamental species is not going to change. And all of that is going to lead to, give rise to very, very interesting life choices, very, very interesting possibilities in the technological as well as in the human world. So these are the 10 predictions from my side. Let's see how many of these come true, how many of these go for a toss. And that is why I started with famous predictions which have gone really, really wrong. And most of those predictions were on the technological realm. Here also, I'm making some of the predictions in the technological area as well as the other areas. We will wait and see. Time will tell how many of these predictions are going to come true. Signing off. See you in our next episode.